Hello and welcome. Today we're drafting the classic cube, which from what I understand is like a vintage cube draft, but I don't know if they have power. They just have a lot of like the big synergies like mana drain and stuff. I didn't read too much into the rest of the cube, so I guess I'll find out. Given what I'm seeing, it looks like a combo-oriented cube, which I'm super into. Anything running Bosri's Lieutenant, this card is pretty awesome. When it or another creature you control dies, if it had a counter on it, create a 2/2 White Knight creature token with Vigilance. Notably, if you have something that puts counters on creatures that enter, you can just like infinitely sacrifice the Knight token because the Knight token will have counters and it doesn't say non-token creature. So that's pretty awesome. We're just going to take Mana Drain. This card's just good. Especially if this is an unpowered format, like, oof, that's going to be dirty because things are going to be clunkier. Like Sundering Titan, Delphi Voidwalker is also a messed up card. This is 3 mana 2/2 Shadow, so it's essentially 3 mana 2/2 unblockable that also exiles your opponent's graveyard if stuff goes in there. And then you can also cast spells for free that were countered that way. Like, it's just kind of ridiculous. So definitely can keep an eye on that. Here we have Force of Will, Watery Grave, Reflecting Pool, Sulfuric Vortex. Could go into blue. I mean, we start with Mana Drain. Taking Force of Will like sets us up for a pretty decent controlling deck. And I think the other option is Watery Grave. Because I see like Bone Shards and Carrion Feeder, so I'm kind of excited for black having an actual archetype as opposed to normal vintage cube where black is just like it has Reanimator, which is fine, but it's just like a compilation of cards otherwise. Ooh. There's a Vendilion Click. What is this? Add 1 mana of any color during your next untap step. As you untap your permanents, return this to its owner's hand. Interesting. Misty Rainforest is good. Ooh, Altar of Dementia. Okay, so that goes well if you have Bosri Ket plus something that puts counters on creatures like Good Fortune Unicorn and Altar of Dementia. You can just mill your opponent's deck. So I'm picking up what he's putting down over here. I think I'm just gonna take this Vendilion Click though. If we can go mono blue, that seems quite strong, especially in a cube that is vintage level without like the Moxes and stuff. Because you could just be like especially disruptive. Whoa, got Eternal Kefnet. What do you do? Whenever you draw your first card each turn, that is not at all what it says, but if you reveal an instant sorcery card that you drew, you may cast the copy and it costs 2 less. It's a 4 mana 4/5 flying. That's decent. My biggest problem with it, oh, there's Punishing Fire. I love this card. My biggest problem with it is that we have a lot of counter spells, which don't really work with God Eternal Kefnet, but it seems like a sweet card in general. I mean, just a 4 mana 4/5 flyer is pretty big already. And then when it dies, you put it into its owner's library third from the top. So it's hard to kill as well. I think I'm just going to take the fixing. I think there's a chance we end up in blue-black. I like Polluted Delta. Fire Ice, Forbid. I think Forbid's okay, but probably not for this deck. Fire Ice is interesting, but we're going to take the Delta. I also love seeing Phyrexian Tower. That card can really do some like scary things. And it gives the black like Aristocrat Sacrifice decks a little bit of like acceleration, which you don't normally see. Ooh, Ethereal Forager. Whenever this attacks, you may return a card exiled with it to its owner's hand. That one's interesting. There's Badlands to go with Polluted Delta. This helps with black or blue-red. And I could just go like Grixis Control. There's a blasting station, but I think I'm gonna take the mana first, see what's open, and then go from there. Because right now I've only taken 3 blue cards, and if blue doesn't end up being open, like these are gonna be a bit troublesome. So we may have to pivot if people are cutting blue. Ooh, there's a Notion Thief. That one can get dirty. Steal your opponent's draws. I love that card. Nurturing Peatland is okay. Thought Scour is fine. There is some Delve synergy, so we could just take like Thought Scour for value. Yeah, I think that's fine. It's also a blue card to pitch for Force of Will. Like it's not super exciting, but it'll do the job. All right, what do we have here? There's Leovold, Vampiric Tutor, Collective Brutality. I love Kolaghan's Command. It's going to be hard to cast. And then this is look at the top 5 cards of your library. As many times as you choose, you may pay 1. Oh, this is like reordering your deck, I think. Then shuffle and put the last cards you looked at this way on top in any order. Okay, so you can't really completely reorder. It's K-Command versus Leovold. Honestly, Leovold's probably better. It's going to be much harder to cast, but yeah, black feels pretty open. We can go Leovold into Assassin's Trophy, or I could take the Voidwalker. This card is just messed up. And black feels reasonably open. Yeah, we'll take the... It's really hard to cast, though. Double black versus black green. I'm going to take the Voidwalker. I get a feeling I probably am going to, yeah, want to end up in black. The question is it black or black green? Do I take Vraska or do I take Bone Shards? I think I'm going to take Vraska. Okay, there's Reanimate. Somehow I backdoored into the Reanimator deck, I guess. This goes well with Thought Scour, I guess. Una's Prowler. Alright, I'm in Reanimator, I guess. We had a lot of decent blue picks. We could still end up in blue-black Reanimator, but... Ooh, Phyrexian Tower. Okay. Here's the Lesser Masticore. It's like a pretty bad card in general, but it does work for Persist combo. I think Putrid Goblin does that a little bit better, though. Prismatic Vista is probably just necessary. Ooh, I love Firestorm. I love this card. It's so efficient for what it does, right? You just spend this on turn like 3, 1 mana, discard like 2 or 3 cards. It's like a, 3 damage to 3 creatures is pretty strong. Swamp Forest Island. Oh, I probably have to take this over Prismatic Vista. This is a tri-land, and it makes all of my fetches into tri-lands. Like, now I could take Scalding Tarn and grab Zagoth Triome, and now I have Sultai colors pretty easily. So I like that. Inquisition is good, but black was wheeling pretty heavily in the last pack, so I think we're just gonna make sure we can get the fixing down first, and then go from there. Oh, I love Hard Evidence. Geothermal Crevice is an interesting inclusion. This is one of my favorite lands to play in, like, Pauper combo decks. I don't know why it's in here, but, it is what it is. We have Imperial Seal. Master of Death is fine. Do I just take this Hard Evidence? Probably. Again, just a cantrip, a blue card. Seems alright to me. So we have some amount of mana. Wooded Foothills can also grab the Zagoth Triome. Savai Triome gives us Mardu colors. Not super into that, although red could be open too. It seems like a lot of colors are open. Let's just take some fixing and then figure it out later. I think that's the default Caleb Gannon strategy. This cube definitely seems harder to draft than like a normal vintage cube or whatever, because you have some cards in here like Putrid Goblin and Lesser Masticore. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's more difficult because you need to focus more on synergy if you're trying to get enough playables or have a decent deck and things like that, just because there are some lower power cards in there. I actually prefer this type of gameplay because you can't just take like all the Okos and Vraskas. Hopefully Oko's not in here, because running Oko and Putrid Goblin in the same cube seems, well, I don't know, maybe it's fine. But yeah, basically you need to draft an archetype to get rewarded. I could take Archon of Cruelty. It is a pretty good reanimation target. I have Reanimate Prowler. But I think what I'm going to do is, black seemed quite open and Reanimate was going around. Chart a Course, like, I don't want to be in Reanimator if I don't have good incidental discard outlets like Chart a Course. So I'm going to take Chart a Course and hope that the big dude comes around. This pack is pretty bad. Necrogen Spellbomb, I guess, can help with Delirium. And you can use it on yourself if you want to discard 2 Reanimator as well, which is pretty nice. I could take Vizier of Remedies to go with my Putrid Goblin Lesser Masticore. I don't currently have any white mana, and given how late those went, I could expect that to come around as well. So I actually have good red. You know what? Let's just take red fixing. Red looked a bit open. Okay, there's a Murderous Redcap Gravecrawler Goblin Bombardment. Now we're getting somewhere interesting. The Bombardment goes well with this stuff. I think I want to take this red cap. Or do I just take the Bombardment and wheel the red cap? Maybe that's the case. There's a Gristlebrand. This is weird. We're like Reanimator Sacrifice. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I could take Legion Warboss. It goes well with Goblin Bombardment. So that's something we could do. I could just take a Gristlebrand. I have Chart a Course. Yeah, alright, we'll just take this. And now we have Firestorm or on Burial Rites. Right now I only have Reanimate, so I probably have to take on Burial Rites, but Firestorm is actually a pretty interesting discard outlet as well. And I like that. And this card, it's kind of, you know what, we're just gonna take Firestorm. Inquisition, ooh, Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting is the discard outlet we're looking for. Sulphur Springs. Alright, I think someone took our big creature. Archon of Cruelty. I think that's okay. I hope it's okay. Yeah, we can take Priest of Fell Rites now. And we have something going on. It's not good. Well, it's not terrible. We have fixing at least. That much is true. But the question is like, so let's say reanimate Grizzlebrand. What do we do then? I guess we have Force of Will to protect it. Actually, you know, that seems okay. We're just the classic 5-color reanimator archetype. Remote farm. These, the depletion lands and stuff are kind of strange. I mean, I guess this is better than the one you have to sacrifice. But they're a bit strange. Ooh, Dak Faden. Dak Faden is a pretty good discard outlet. There are some good artifacts. The other option is like Flooded Strand to help me with a white mana for Priest of Fell Rites. Or Brainstorm to go with. I have only 2 fetches currently, but it's still just a pretty good card overall. I think I gotta take this Flooded Strand. Hopefully one of those come around. There's a Liliana of the Veil, much better discard outlet. Blooming Marsh, Fabled Passage, Godless Shrine. Ooh, Godless Shrine. I can grab with Polluted Delta and that lets me cast Priest. Right now I have near enough playables. No, never mind. I have 16 playables. All right, I cannot take mana. I need to take cards. And Liliana just does what we want to do. Well, I'm completely testing their 5-color cube archetype. Plain Swamp Forest. That is kind of perfect here. This is the last one, though. After this, we got to take all playables. The old Mana Drain, Priest of Fell Rites, Firestorm deck. Alright, mono playables from here on out. We have Deathrite Shaman, Valky, Mind Twist. I don't really think I can take a Talisman of Dominance. I think Deathrite Shaman's actually fairly decent with all the fetches that I have. It also does help me hit my mana requirements, which are pretty strict. Unholy Heat, I probably could cast. This is not really a Birthing Pod deck. And Mind Twist is fairly strong as well. You could just like, you know what, let's just take strong cards. You could just like snipe them with Mind Twist, Delphi, Voidwalker. And Deathrite Shaman's not really a high priority pick usually. So I could see it coming around. It's high priority for me because I'm like 15 colors with no clear direction. I really want to take this Overgrown Tomb, but I know I can't. And it hurts me. Ulamog is interesting. That's another halfway decent reanimation target. It's just a 10/10 indestructible whenever it attacks. Pretty much you win the game in one turn. The other option is Duress. Right now I have Reanimate and Priest of Fell Rites. But the Priest has to survive. I think I'm just going to take Duress. I could take Good Fortune Unicorn, and that does actually complete my Persist combos as well, if I want to go that route. I think I'm just going to take the Duress. Ooh, Recurring Nightmare. Wait, that's actually very good here. I like that a lot. This artwork is pretty cool too. I like that. I like Solemn Judith, but Recurring Nightmare lets me put in like these dorky putrid goblins and things like that. And that seems like a lot of fun. We could take Shriekmaw. Narset's just a good card. Double blue, how hard is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue sources. Double blue is pretty tough. This Force of Will is looking a bit dubious, but it's mostly there for after I cast Gristlebrand to be able to draw into Force of Will. Yeah, alright, I'll take a Shriekmaw. And then Smuggler's Copter, Grim Flare. Oh boy. Right now we have 22 playables, so we're actually quite close. The Copter can be crewed by any of the random 2-drops, and then it works well with Recurring Nightmare. Okay, I'll take a Copter. Here we have... When Wildfire Devils enters the battlefield and at the beginning of your upkeep, choose a player at random. Exiles an instant or sorcery card from the graveyard, copy that card, you may cast it. So this seems pretty fun with Recurring Nightmare nonsense. I'm on board with that. And then we get Viscera Seer or Bitter Blossom. I guess technically we could also take a Hydroid Crisis. This is the highest. Yeah, we need a bit of card draw. I'll take the We'll take the Hydroid Crisis. I think we have enough playables, so we just take a Seachrome Coast now. We could also take Melira to go with specifically Putrid Goblin, then I put in Goblin Bombardment. But I think that's a terrible idea, and we're just going to take the fixing. This deck is definitely doing something. Nobody can accuse me of it not. Is this a Birthing Pod deck? I have only like 2 3s. I don't think so. Just take a Valky, I guess. I could definitely see myself casting the backside of this. Good Fortune Unicorn. No, I think I'm gonna Pest Infestation. This card's very good. X artifacts or enchantments create twice that many pest tokens. That seems pretty good. Gifts Ungiven versus Judith. Guess we can just Gifts Ungiven? I don't know. I don't think I'm playing either one. If we had on Barrel Rights, Gifts Ungiven would be a lot better. But we are solidly into the 5-color nonsense composition, which is really where I'm at home. This is exactly where I want to be at all times. Mostly because the gameplay is so interesting. Like, this deck is clearly not optimal. But playing games with the deck like this is the type of Magic I enjoy because it's so janky. And that appeals to me. 25. We definitely need to cut some stuff. I mean, Putrid Goblin is pretty good with Recurring Nightmare. It also just blocks and stuff, so I like that. Thought Scour also good with Recurring Nightmare and reanimation stuff. I could see siding in the Hydroid Crisis. And my curve is pretty low. Oh, I like Hydroid Crisis more than Valky, I think. My curve is pretty low, so I could see running 16 lands in this deck. Because we really don't want to get above 4 mana. Yeah, I feel like this is clearly a 16 land deck. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Alright, how do I even get this mana to work? How many red sources do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can this grab red? No. 5, 6 red sources is plenty, so no more red. Black sources we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This cannot grab black. 8, 9 black sources right now. So I think I want 1 swamp. Blue sources we have this Wooded Foothills can grab blue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I want 2 blue sources so I can cast Mana Drain and Vendilion Click. White mana, I just have the 1 white card, and this is 1, 2. I don't think Scalding Tarn. No, 3, 4. I actually have decent white fixing as well. This mana is not the worst. And I have okay green. Okay. That is definitely a mana base right there. You guys, round 1. Oh, right. We were playing against Zendikar. Just told my opponent good luck, have fun. And, oh boy. If we draw 3 lands in a row, no, we have to mulligan this. This hand looks quite a bit better. I can keep this. And we could reanimate Wildfire Devils. What do I do here? So I can keep Leovold, and I have the ability to cast a Leovold. You know, I guess I just get rid of the Devils. I think reanimating a 4-drop is not really where you want to be. We're gonna like fetch a Triome, then cast Chart a Course, then probably just play a turn 3 Leovold. But we'll see what happens. Or just play a Triome. Okay, play this. And then I guess I can fetch like untapped blue. They milled 2 lands, which hopefully they were looking for lands. Okay. One did not wish me good luck back. I could play the Goblin. This is Plain Swamp Forest. I think we're honestly just going to go Blackleaf Cliffs into Priest. If they counter this, we at least have the Unearth on the backside. And I don't mind this one getting countered. Okay, yeah. Counterspell, I mean, just trading... When Counterspell trades for a 2-drop, it's not so bad for you because you traded 2 mana for their 2 mana. And mine has Unearth, so I'm kind of ahead in that exchange. And also, maybe they don't have an answer for Leovold now. This adds green, right? Yeah, so I think I'm just going to try and play Leovold. Oh, I have Reanimate as well. That's quite good. So I think I'm just going to Scalding Tarn for blue. And hope they don't have more counter magic. Blue, so we're going to go green, black, blue, Leovold. Look at this beautiful mana base. Everyone was doubting during deck building. Ooh, Important to do that before Leovold resolves. So I think what's probably going to happen is I'm going to play Leovold, they're going to spend time killing it, and then I'm going to reanimate it, and then they're going to have a hard time. That's the hope anyway. Ooh, they didn't end of turn burn. I like that. Okay, Ragavon's fine. Ooh, I love Duress here. Let's do that. See what they got going on. Time Twister, Tarfire, Jataxian Probe. I'll take your Tarfire and leave you with Time Twister against my Leovold. That seems pretty good. And then I could chart a course and go for Reanimate, because they don't have anything in hand that does anything. The problem is if they find a kill spell for Leovold, that play is a bit risky. Their hand does literally nothing right now, so I think we're going to play it a bit safe. Play the Putrid Goblin, play the Flooded Strand. And I guess at this point I can attack, because if they kill my Putrid Goblin, it's just going to come back. So we know their hand. I think they played a Mountain. Yeah, okay. So it's Jataxian Probe, Time Twister. Oh no. Oh no. Opponent, why? I guess now they can see my hand, but they don't get to draw a card. Okay. That was literally 1 mana, discard a card, look at your opponent's hand, they draw a card. Perfection. This is why Leovold is a silly card. I guess I'll get the Triumph. Just perfect mana all around. I don't even really want to Mind Twist. I think I'm just going to attack with Leovold and cast Chart a Course. Do I even want to cast Chart a Course? I'm holding up Force of Will right now. I just don't want to do anything. Yeah, I think I'm just going to wait. There's no rush. Their hand does literally nothing right now. Umezawa's Jite. How much do I care about this one? Well, I think it's fine against Leovold. I'll let that resolve. They can attack with Ragavan if they want to. This is kind of like hoping to debate them. Okay. So now I think I want to attack with Leovold and the Putrid Goblin. Or just Leovold, maybe. If they want to block Leovold and then use a counter to kill him, then they have no creatures. And that seems okay. Because I get to draw a card off them targeting me with the Jite. And then I'm just going to reanimate Leovold. Alright, they can do it end of turn. Alright, well we're going to Mind Twist them. For 2. Oh, and they did it now. Beautiful. Draw a card. Their hand was Time Twister, Wheel of Fortune. I love it. Reanimate Leovold. Oh man, I love it. Leovold is so stupid. Like, they have all these things going on and they just can't do any of it. I guess I run it back. Pest Infestation does kill the Jite. I'm kind of confused. They're running Time Twister, Wheel of Fortune in an Umezawa's Jite deck. It's a bit odd. This hand works, I think. I could discard Leovold the hand size and reanimate him turn 2. It seems very good against their deck. I'll see what I draw. Oh, there's Chart a Course. So I guess we're going to get a turn 3 Leovold. Play this. Turn 1. Turn 2, we Chart a Course. And then turn 3, we reanimate. If we don't draw the proper stuff. Ooh, Thing in the Ice is an answer to Leovold. Underground River. So this adds green or black. This adds blue or black. So I could go like green, black, blue. Okay, so we can... I guess we don't have access to red mana currently. So this might want to get a Badlands. So I think we're going to go Underground River, take 1 extra damage here to cast Chart a Course. And if we draw Grizzlebrand, obviously things are great. If we draw 2 lands, it's less good. At this point, I have the white source, so I think I discard the plains. And I don't think I need to reanimate Leovold. I think I'll save reanimate for something a little bit better. My mana base is actually working out. That's the one takeaway I have from here. It's actually doing stuff, which I'm excited about. Oh, it would have been so good to have him in play. They had Counterspell in their deck last time, I think. I'm gonna ice my land. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, we can get down a Priest. That seems alright. We can Flood a Strand, unless I'm only running 1 plains. That's definitely possible. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, we are. All right, well, we're going to do this, and I kind of just want to cast this hard evidence. They're going to flip their thing in the eye so quickly, though. And then it's just going to kill my crab. I'm going to wait. Right, this is not unblockable. Yeah, it's just going to get rid of stuff. So I think I wait. They're probably going to flip this next turn. And then we go like Leovold, hard evidence, set up blockers and stuff. Oh, or they do nothing. That works for me. I can go with Leovold. But I think I like playing this priest, right? Black, white. Polluted Delta. Play the priest. Still holding up counterspell. A Thought Scour, sure. Ragavan and stuff. Okay, they're gonna flip thing in the ice with mental note. Pretty sweet. They got rid of Time Warp, so that's good. So we're just gonna hold up Mana Drain, counter something. Dragon's Rage Channeler. That does have flying. That one's hard to deal with. They have Delirium, right? Land, creature, instant sorcery, yeah. Their deck's pretty cool. Yeah, I just have to let that resolve. There's much scarier stuff. Take 7. And then we can fetch Badlands, I guess. Okay, we have the fixing. I don't really want to chump block with Leovold. I'm just gonna play Island, cast Hard Evidence, cast the Priest, holding up Mana Drain, and taking quite a bit of damage. And I don't really know how I get out of this. I guess if they cast a big spell and I Mana Drain into Gristlebrand, I could see something happening. I mean like hard casting Gristlebrand. Ponder. They have all of the cantrips. Pretty good thing in the ice deck, actually. Grim Lavamancer. Man, this is brutal. I think I just have to Mana Drain this Grim Lavamancer. Get 1 card. Okay, Una's Prowler actually can kind of trade with Dragon's Rage Channeler to some extent. Let's crack... Or no, let's play Leovold first. Green, blue, black, Leovold. They forbid with buyback. Okay. Then we can play Una's Prowler. They only have... Why do they have 2 cards in hand? Oh, right, Forbid went back into their hand, so they have Forbid in hand. And then we can Scalding Tarn and crack a Clue. So we're on chump block duty. Is this from your graveyard or any graveyard? From your graveyard, okay. Stomp that. I guess I'm still not dead. We can chump here and go to 3, and then we're going to fetch down to 2. The fact that they're not casting the giant, I mean, that's right, they're forbidden in their hand. So we are not in a good position. Oh, Liliana would have been good earlier. I don't really want to show them that. I want to go out on my own terms. So let's just do priest stuff. And then kill ourselves with the priest. That seems like the most fun to me. Oh, I don't have 3 life to pay. Okay, never mind. I was like, why can't I activate this? But you need exactly 3 life to be able to kill stuff. Yeah, I feel like just in general, my deck's fine in the matchup. We'll just run it back. Shriekmaw would have been good. Vraska would have been good. Liliana would have been good. So I had a lot of draws. I'll take this one, I guess. Vraska in general seems pretty good against their deck, and I like having discard against them. Duress turn 1. Grabbing Badlands. Wheel of Fortune, Brainstorm, Fire and Ice, Fury. Fury does 4 damage divided you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers. Do I want to take Wheel of Fortune or do I just want to let them have it? It seems pretty bad in their deck. I could take Brainstorm and then their hand is quite weak. Alright, let's take Brainstorm. If they want to cast Wheel of Fortune, they can. Okay, they play Triome. But yeah, this is, in general, a pretty tough matchup. They don't have a quick creature, so it could be a bit better for me. The thing I don't love is Vraska versus Fire Ice is a bit awkward. Oh, you know what I do love? Dalthi Voidwalker, but I don't have the ability... I can't cast him. Because I fetched up my... I used Polluted Delta to get Black Source. I actually should have thought about that. Is this... I don't have another fetchable black, so we're going to go Chrome Coast Charter Course or just play the Triome. Let's just play the Triome. and then I can Seachrome Coast next turn. Right? Because they're going to ice my Triome probably on upkeep, and then that lets Vraska do stuff. Yeah. Ooh, I like Wildfire Devils. Let's play this. Cast Chart a Course. I mean, Wildfire Devils is actually pretty good here. So I'm going to discard. I have double black. I'm going to discard this Swamp. They can cast Wheel of Fortune on their turn if they want to. And it would be kind of annoying. They play Island. They just pass. Okay. Go Scalding Tarn. Fetch. Island. And I'm just going to go for this Wildfire Devil stuff. Like, if this resolves, this has the highest upside. Okay. I hope I get Duress. That would be so good. Chart a Course is the worst option. Brainstorm's good. Also, exiling cards from their graveyard is pretty good. They have Hull Breach. Oh my god, alright. Are you kidding me? Alright. Well, Scared of Thought Scour and this, I guess. They Hull Breached my Wildfire Devils. Now they're gonna cast Wheel of Fortune. Everything makes sense. Oh boy. I mean, I guess there wasn't too much for me to get out of that with. Is this a May? You may cast the copy. So I can exile Time Twister. I don't have to cast it. Because Hull Breacher is just gonna... I think this card is like the least fun Magic card ever printed. Like, it's sweet for them and that they're doing stuff. I think... Yeah, we're super dead here. I just wish that it either let you draw the cards and gave you treasures, or did the other thing. Like, Notion Thief is fine because you're just not drawing cards, but this, like, it's too much. We went from, like, a pretty interesting game to just getting wrecked. Which I think is fine for a card if it costed, like, 6 mana, like, Draining Welk is, like, a pretty good, like, blowout at 6 mana. Like, your opponent casts a spell, you exile it, and, like, you now have this, like, 6/6 in play, but... Ooh. Not great. Yeah, alright. Good games. Alright, we got Hull Breached. But our deck actually functioned, so that's encouraging. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against the Combusting Pig. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. A little awkward on the draw. Oh, opponent says, hey, thanks, you too. Love when people online are friendly. I told them good luck, have fun. I probably did that off camera. Taxian Probe, they know the secrets now. You're about to get duressed, good friend. Scalding Tarn for Badlands. There's no Stifle, right? Okay. I was gonna say. Do I want to get green mana? No, we have plenty of other accesses to green mana, and duressing turn 1 is pretty good practice. Sleight of Hand Entomb. Whoa. Okay, I'll take Entomb, I guess. I don't think they wanted me to do that. Sleight of Hand is pretty bad, and Entomb is, like, quite good. I guess maybe they didn't want to cast Entomb because I have Reanimate. So that could be something. So they have Scalding Tarn, Sleight of Hand. Yeah, actually that kind of makes sense. But the hope is here that I can Mind Twist them. Imperial Seal. Okay. Well, we definitely don't Mind Twist here. If I can reanimate their creature, though, before they have access to, because I don't know of one card that they could find that lets them reanimate Grave Titan. It would have been like Entomb if they had Reanimate, but their hand is Grave Titan, Mountain, One Unknown. So I guess we'll see. That's quite nice. Let's just play the... I guess I want to play Wooded Foothill so I can fetch a Triome. So they play Mountain and Pass. We get... So... I don't really need blue. I'll take the white mana. And here... I think I just want to Mind Twist them. This is slightly scary if I specifically hit everything except for the reanimation spell they tutored up. Okay, we got Necromancy. So they have one card in hand. If they have a second reanimation spell, this could have been bad. But now we're just going to reanimate their Grave Titan. Ooh, that seems quite good. Oh man, my mana's a bit awkward actually. I mean, we're going to do this. I guess we'll play around Mana Leak, because why not? But I cannot cast Leovold or Dolphy Voidwalker because I only have 2 black mana. Ooh, okay. So they're going to kill my Grave Titan and then get back a Grave Titan. Fair enough. That was a sick play. We could still lose this. There's a swamp, so... Huh, Shriekmaw only kills non-black creatures. I guess we gotta set up like a... Hmm. That was insane. That was really... That was a really good draw step for them. They also needed to use all of their mana to do that. So some could say they got rewarded. I could do this and play Leovold. I could play Dothi Voidwalker, but that doesn't even block. Yeah, I think I'm just like super dead here. Okay, Necrogen Spellbomb. Hopefully they sacrifice it to draw a card. Actually, either way is fine. If they try and make me discard a card, that's good because I just get to loot once. Nice. They're just letting me loot, which I appreciate. Swamp Forest Island. I don't really need this island, so I'll do that. I take 8, go to 4, and I'm just pretty dead here. Oh, the Crisis is interesting. It rounds down. If I Crisis into an untapped swamp, I can then play the Voidwalker. But I think I do this. You gain 3 life, draw 3 cards. Play this. I can now double block the Grave Titan and take 6 and die. So that seems like the winning line. Oh boy. I should do something like this. Go to 1. Yeah, alright. You got me. You got me. That was pretty slick Malachor Rebirth plays from the opponent. I like Valky, I think, in the reanimation mirror match. And it's probably better than a random Putrid Goblin. We'll do that. Going first. Yeah, Voidwalker is so good against their deck. If they get off the Entomb turn 1, you know, they got me. But Voidwalker's coming down in turn 2. So that's something. Please don't have Entomb. No! No! So both games they had turn 1 Entomb available. Right, well Voidwalker's pretty bad now. Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger I can't beat, so I think we might just lose. Oh, but we have Duress. Am I winning if I just Duress a Necromancy, right? The reanimation card they had was Necromancy and... Might be able to see. Yeah, it was just Necromancy. So I think I'm actually going to do something a bit different. We're going to play the Voidwalker here. If they reanimate Ulamog, I'm pretty dead. But if they don't reanimate Ulamog, I can Duress Necromancy and then cast it on their Ulamog. And that seems like a... Like, it gives me more chance to win the game. Oh, or they just have... Okay. Elish Norn, Grave Titan, and nothing. Alright, well, I was kind of hoping they had Necro in hand. Wishclaw... No! Come on! Oh, boy. But if they do that, I can tutor up an answer to Ulamog, which I don't have in my deck, but they don't know that? There could be some hope. No, I want to hold up red. Because I have Firestorm. So I could grab Gristlebrand off Wishclaw Talisman. I suppose. And then discard it to Firestorm. Problem is Gristlebrand does lose to Ulamog because we would deck ourselves. Yeah, I think the play I had made sense. Taking their Necromancy and casting it on their stuff would have helped. Let's see if I have any answer to this. Shriekmaw doesn't work, it's indestructible. Firestorm doesn't work. Oh, Liliana. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. We will play around days here. Good work, Liliana, doing stuff and such. Yes. They sacrifice it. So Ulamog is exiled. I think I'm just gonna cast Ulamog. Okay, okay. We've had some swingy games. That was sweet. Yeah, Liliana was perfect there. Okay. I guess run it back. These have been some really like interactive high action games. They've been kind of dumb as well. Like they're a bit silly in how they've played out, but it's fine, I guess. We're going to lead on Flooded Strand. We're going to fetch for the blue Triome, and I guess we hold up Mana Drain. They did not have Entomb. Undiscovered Paradise is spicy. This is the one that goes back to their hand. Okay. We want this one, because I need double blue. Okay, Firestorm doesn't do a whole lot. I can play Valky. I think I like doing that. That shows me what's up. Unless they have Entomb specifically, but I feel like they would have cast it earlier. I could be wrong. Reanimate, Unburial Rites, Limda's Vault, Is It Charm. Okay. So they're gonna Vault end of turn and then find Entomb and kill me. I actually don't know how this card resolves on Magic Online. It seems like a nightmare. So you look at the top 5 cards of your library. As many times as you choose, you can pay 1 life. Put those cards on the bottom of your library in any order. They're only going to have 2 mana next turn. And they just kept the top 5. So if they have Entomb, they could just go Entomb Reanimate. They don't have Entomb, however, and I have Mana Drain. This seems alright to me. So let's play Wooded Foothills, attack. They can Is It Charm a creature card into the graveyard. I think I just counter this. It looks like they just kept a creature spell, and if they can't get them into the graveyard, then this is kind of okay. And then I get to Mind Twist their hand if they don't have anything here off the Mana Drain mana. Let's fetch up the other Triome. Or do I want red mana? This gives me a Plains, which I don't really need, so I guess I'll just get a Badlands. We go Swamp. I guess I do want to hold up the red. Their hand is 5 cards. I don't think they would be playing. I've seen their hand, right? They played Is It Charm. Yeah, we're just going to get their whole hand here. Oh, wait. Wait a second. They have Unburial Rites in hand. So if I if I discard their hand, they're going to be able to Unburial Rites the creature back. Yeah, so their hand is Unburial Rites, Mountain, Reanimate, 1 unknown. By Mind Twist, Unburial Rites goes to the graveyard. Ancient Spring actually gives them the white mana they need to just reanimate a big dude. So I think instead we're going to cast a big Krasis. And now we have Liliana Douthie. So next turn, if they don't have anything, then we can play Liliana, prevent them from discarding. And that should just do it. We also have a Reanimate. That's pretty good as well. Let's attack. Play the Voidwalker. Play the land. I also really was tempted to uptick Liliana and then just reanimate whatever they discarded. But we were a bit weak to Toxic Deluge there, but now we're fine. We get to go Mind Twist you for a bunch. Entomb Ulamog, reanimate. Then we cast Ulamog. Yeah. What a silly card. All right. Ulamog comes into play. Ulamog is going to exile Underground Sea, Ancient Spring. Because their last card in hand is Unburial Rites. So now they don't have white mana to cast it. What a beautiful game of Magic. Firestorm can go face, actually. I did not know that. So we can kill them, even if they do get Ulamog back, we can just Firestorm their face. Those were some wild games. I typed some wild ones to my opponent, didn't show up. That was some of the most fun Reanimator games I've ever played. Probably because I was the one doing the disruption. Yeah, see you guys next round. It's probably because I cast Ulamog for 0 mana. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against Cypern. We're going to go first. So, we have... What a game, what a hand, what a deck. I'm going to keep this hand. We have turn 1 Hard Evidence. And then, we're just going to draw something. We could get into a position where we play Smugglers Copter turn 2. Greater... Oh! Just told my opponent I love the Gargadon. Why is OMG censored on Magic Online? What? Why is OMG censored? What is there? Why? Anyway, that is what it is. We have a Indatha Triome. So that does not let me cast Mana Drain. So we're going to go with Smuggler's Copter. And then the hope is that they play a creature. I can evoke Shriekmaw, crew the Copter, discard Gristlebrand. We're going to not attack with Crab because there are some hasty creatures. Just use Oh My Deity. Yeah, that is one of the weirdest cases of censoring I've ever seen. Alright, they play Talisman, so they're on some nonsense, which I can always respect. Oh, Una's Prowler just makes this a little bit too easy. We go with the Prowler. We get to Smug. I really want to know what's going on there with the Gargadon, though. Discard Gristlebrand. Play the Triome. Pass turn. I very much expect to just get sniped by a 9/7 at some point. Ooh. Okay, is Fastbond in here? They could have like Greater Gargadon Crucible Fastbond, which would be pretty spicy. For Springs, so yeah, we're just gonna crew the Copter again. And I probably am discarding this Firestorm. Yeah, I don't see myself using that anywhere in the near future. Then we get to hold up Mana Drain, and that makes me feel a lot safer. Because they are taking a good bit of damage here. And we have this Crab, who's just like the perfect Guardian. Look at him. Aw. He's got like Battle Paint. Look at, you see the like the lines around his eyes and stuff? Oh my gosh. The art of Magic the Gathering is like, it's so good. I know it's a bunch of different artists, but like the specific aesthetic is like my favorite reason to play this game. So they can Valky my Shriekmaw. Now that I discarded Firestorm, that's kind of annoying. I think that's okay though. Whoa. Green? Okay, now they play Ragavan. But that can't hit through my Crab currently. Let's correct this clue. Alright, that's fine. And I'll just Thought Scour myself, I guess. Of course. That's how it always works. Discard the Krasis. Draw lands. Alright, crew the Copter off the Prowler. Hit them for 3. Ooh, I like Liliana, and I can play her while holding up Mana Drain. I can keep the Triumph to cycle, but I have Smuggler's Copter, so I don't even know how necessary that is. But I do have Mana Drain, so I guess we just discard this Plains. We go land. I think we just downtick this Liliana. And they discarded Ragavan. Okay, that's pretty good. I guess it makes sense. If they sack Valky, then I can just snipe the Ragavan. And they could go all into the Greater Gargadon. Or something. I can't get over the fact that they censor OMG. That is a good way to isolate younger internet players or whatever. I will block with my beautiful, beautiful Crab. Just really doing good work. Kolaghan's Command. Yeah, no. None of that. None of that's going on here. Add a bunch of mana. I think I'm just going to use that to cycle this Triome. I like Leovold. We have a pretty sick play here, actually. We're going to uptick Liliana, discard Priest of Fell Rites, and we're going to unearth this, and then we're going to reanimate a Griselbrand. And then we're going to crew the Copter, I suppose, with Griselbrand. Attack for 6 in the air. Okay, they're shrinking the Prowler. Sure. Draw a discard. There's Force of Will. So now with Griselbrand, I can draw 14 cards to just grab Force of Will, and I should be okay that way. I just need any blue card. Also, when your opponent discards Leovold, like, you know you're in a rough spot. Okay, so they're on some nonsense, which I highly respect. Pest Infestation seems pretty good against them. They had like some signets and stuff. Probably better than Shriekmaw. It's hard to tell, but I'm just going to assume that Shriekmaw is not amazing against them. Oh, probably. Shriekmaw is probably better than Firestorm. Yeah, okay, we'll keep this. My mana is working out, and it is so much fun. Look at this. Ragavan, more like not Ragavan. I don't know. Ignore me. We're gonna go Scalding Tarn for an island. Hit him with the hard evidence. Crab Guardian has our back at all times. Opponent takes the attack. I take the free block. They really just wanted to be friendly to the Crab, you know, get close and stuff. Which I respect. I understand. Buckleaf Cliffs. Yeah, if they want to like trade a bunch of stuff for Una's Prowler, I'm fine with that. And we used Scalding Tarn to fetch this time because we're smart. And we can now Polluted Delta for Badlands or a Swamp. So I think do I want to do this? I guess I'm okay with them spending their turn recasting Skyclave Shade. Because then they're not doing anything else with their mana. Okay, that's worse. Quite a bit worse. They have 3 cards in hand. Looks a lot like 1 card in hand to me. Nice, nice. I did hit 2 lands. I guess that's fine. Next turn we can play Wildfire Devils. There's a chance we hit Mind Twist for 0. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here's how it starts. They hit you with Ragavan once, they hit you with Ragavan a million times. Also, this Liliana's pretty bad now. They cannot cast Priest. They can cast Priest. No, what? Oh my gosh. They've had it all. I guess I was supposed to block Ragavan with the Una's Prowler. Oh, they're not going to cast Priest. Okay. Shriekmaw seems good here. Yeah. We kill Ragavan. The problem is Duretti makes Liliana like really challenging. So we'll see what happens there. Oh, I see. They probably wanted to save the treasure so they could activate... They drew Kolgon's command? Oh my gosh. Okay. I guess we're discarding this Triome. And I got rid of Firestorm, which is honestly like the one card that could get me out of this position. And they dashed Ragavan. Yeah. Don't love my position. Chrome Coast. Okay. At least it was just a land. They make a defender. I think I need to fetch and crack this clue. Oh, and I don't have green. Ugh. Oh, reanimate might help. Manglehorn. This battlefield, you may destroy a target artifact. Artifacts enter the battlefield tapped. Not yet. I think we're gonna Wildfire Devils. If I cast Heart Evidence or Kolaghan's Command, we're in pretty good shape. So it's a 30% chance for it to be terrible. There we go. I think Ragavan needs to go. So I think we're gonna go target player discards a card. And I think I'm gonna do 2 damage to Duretti. That way if they want to kill my Wildfire Devils, they have to lose their Duretti. Okay. Kolaghan's Command is a messed up card. I take 3, which I don't love. I don't have an untapped green source, I don't think. Make a defender. And they didn't draw anything, I hope. Alright, we need to hit Hard Evidence. Oh, I get to choose? Wait, what? Choose a player at random. That player exiles an instant. Oh, okay. So I get to choose what I'm hitting. Okay, that's nice. That's pretty good. So now we get to chart a course. And... I could discard Reanimate Vendilion Click. Wildfire Devils is so fun. So I can Reanimate Vendilion Click, and then Duretti is kind of problematic. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Discard this. Reanimate Vendilion Click. I go down to 2 life. I get to see what's going on in there. They just keep a land. I can attack Duretti with the Wildfire Devils, but I honestly don't think I want to. So there's a 50% chance I get to cast a spell this turn, I guess. So let's block with the Crab. And we know they have a land in hand for Skyclave Shade, so that's a thing. They kill Vendilion Click. And they play a land for a turn. Alright, player at random. Let me chart a course. No. Badlands Liliana. I think I have to crack this clue. So I guess I can chump block with Smuggler's Copter against the Skyclave Shade. This is kind of tricky. I don't think I have an untapped green source to do any Leovold stuff. You may sacrifice an artifact. If you do, destroy target artifact or creature. I think I actually... They have lethal if I don't play this, so I have to do this. And I have to sit back. Yeah. And then I guess the play here is to block Skyclave Shade with Wildfire Devils, Force of Will it on the way down, and then draw an untapped creature to Smuggler's Copter the Duretti. I guess is the game plan. Yeah. What a wild game. Okay, so they're killing the Devils. Let's crew the Copter here. And Duretti's gone, so that works. I might actually just get it for free then if they don't have anything too crazy. Block here. We get to loot. Putrid Goblin does a pretty good job of blocking. Oh, this is tough. So we're losing the Copter. I can go to 1 off Force of Will. I kind of need something like Liliana to win the game. Because none of my reanimation cards are valid anymore. One of the cards in their hand is a land. So here's what happens. Yeah, I guess I have to discard a Peach or Goblin. Then they play land, get it back, and I force of will the Skyclave Shade, and then make them discard. So that if they draw like a Signet, oh, Greater Gargadon. Okay. Mana Drain. Alright, let's Liliana eat their construct. Greater Gargadon is probably going to kill me. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh boy. It goes down to 9, it goes down to 8, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 permanents in play. Okay, okay. So I need them to... What do I need to happen here? That needs to go. Problem is now Greater Gargadon is going to kill me like next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, Recurring Nightmare is decent if I can draw... Alright, there's still hope. If they somehow draw something that is not a land or a spell, like a Doomblade, they need to draw like Doomblade specifically, otherwise I just die. Any land I get killed by Gargadon. Any permanent I get killed by Gargadon. That'll kill me in many different ways. I'll see which one they choose. Okay. The less exciting but safer option. I respect it. I want Firestorm. I mean, this can kill Duretti. And like, it would have been the only card that would have been good. I'm sorry, Firestorm, for cutting you. Do I even care about Pest Infestation? It does kill Crucible of Worlds, which I think is important for me. The card I care least about is, again, probably Shriekmaw. But it's pretty good. Like, it snipes Ragavan early, and that's important. I guess Leovold's not amazing against them. And he's hard to cast. So we'll get rid of Leovold. Okay. Seems good to me. Thought Scour, Charter Course, Hydra, Reanimate. Setting ourselves up for success. And no turn 1 Ragavan. I like that. Thought Scour myself. We milled Liliana. Alright, let's... Rather than playing this Putrid Goblin, I think I just want a Charter Course. Actually? No, let's just get down the Goblin. I think I can wait until I draw a creature, because if I don't hit something to discard off Charter Course by the time I get down the Goblin, I'm going to be a little bit sad. Plains. Let's go with Plains. I can Charter Course to discard or just draw. You know what? We're going to get greedy. We're going to go for more of an attrition game. The odds of me drawing specifically Gristlebrand to reanimate are quite low. So I think I'm just going to go for... Yeah, this seems more reasonable. And now I can Polluted Delta for the Triome. Like, just discarding a card unnecessarily feels greedy. We have Vraska. We have 10 to pass. It's going to be good if we draw it. Hard Evidence. Alright, we're taking a lot of damage off this thing. I will attack with the Goblin. They draw a card. Goblin friend comes back. We get to go Hard Evidence. Polluted Delta. We're going to fetch up the green-blue Triome. Then crack our clue. Ooh, Falconwrath Aristocrat. Okay, let's fetch our Triome. That one. Then crack the clue. Alright, they just have a big 4-1. Their deck is wild. We're gonna just play a Hydroid Crisis next turn, I think. Or if I wait one turn, I can draw 2 cards. This is tough, actually. Oh. It's too greedy to wait a turn. Is it? I can also play Vraska and Faithless Looting. But Vraska just... No, she doesn't die. She goes up to 6, actually. I can just put Wildfire Devils into play. But then I take a bunch of damage. You know, I think I kind of like this Vraska into Faithless Looting thing. Right? She goes up to 6. We could just sacrifice the Putrid Goblin after I attack. We draw a Copter. And because I am limited on red mana, I will Faithless Looting here. And Dillion Click Duress. So, Duress is interesting. I think I've played a land this turn. I guess we're going to discard Wildfire Devils and probably Swamp. Because next turn we can go Vendilion Click Smuggler's Copter or like Duress Reanimate Vendilion Click. There are a couple options here. Uh-oh. Well, we may get to see what their deck does, because I've seen a lot of cool stuff, but I haven't seen like the full combo. So if we do die here, at least it'll be fun. Like a sneak attack? Oh. Okay. Do they have a burn spell? I hope they don't have a burn spell. No, they do. Oh, it's specifically punishing fire. Okay. I got punished for my greed, I guess. It's funny I was gonna play Hydroid Krasis there. So, I mean, you don't really expect to take 12 damage in one hit. I could have, instead of playing Vraska, played Hydroid Krasis. I wouldn't die that turn. So probably that would have ended up better. Sweet turn from the opponent. Their deck was wild. So was mine. But I think if I get to untap, I'm in a pretty good position. I guess Reanimate's kind of dead. But yeah, I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.